going on, everybody? Josh Cathcart with Hitting Done Right. For this next video, I'm going to talk about using the tee properly. All right, a lot of young players don't use the tee properly, and it's such an important tool when you're starting to build the fundamentals of your swing, starting to build that repeatability, that consistency, because the ball's not moving. And when the ball isn't moving, in theory, we should be perfect, okay? We should be able to consistently hit line drives. But a lot of times players make big mistakes with this, okay? So right now, I have this tee cut center, right? It's middle at the waist, middle of the strike zone. All right, so with that pitch location, when you take your stride, or if you're in no stride, you want that ball to be off of your front foot. That would be the contact point, okay? So with that, should be a line drive up the middle. Notice my foot is lined up with the tee. That's what we want, all right? For this next one, if we move this tee to the backside, okay? Now, that's an outside pitch. I'm gonna put that down just a little bit. Now when I take my stride, I want that tee to be inside of my front foot. This is where young players get into trouble if left to their own devices. A lot of times, they're just gonna stride even with that tee every time, okay? So if they move that tee way out here, they end up taking a longer stride. They're trying to get their front foot there. They're not understanding the contact points. So with that tee back here, outer third, I'm going to start in the same place. As I take my stride, I want to get in front of that tee, and this should be another line drive, which it was, okay? Right there, inside the front foot. Then you get to the inside. Same thing. We don't want to overstride now and get way out here. We take our stride, and that ball is going to be in front, and now we deliver, and we go pull side, okay? If we can get pull side in the air, we're doing good. Don't want to go pull side ground balls, all right? Common tee drill, one of the best, is the high tee, okay? Lots of mistakes made on this high tee, okay? When I get my analysis that come in and everything else, especially with the young players, you see kids that are trying to get underneath this ball, and they end up creating this big uppercut and chicken wing, okay? Now, I'm not gonna hit this and screw it up because I'll hit the lights in the facility, so I'm gonna show y'all the right way, okay? With this high tee, you have seen this drill on my videos before. We wanna think hands above the ball and even top of the ball a little bit. If I were to hit this ball hard and down, I would be much happier with that than getting underneath and popping it up. The result that we actually want is just a nice line drive. There we go. Being able to keep the hands above and deliver the barrel here. If you can control the top of the strike zone, your adjustability to the rest of the strike zone is going to be much easier, okay? So, high tee there. If we go inside, you're gonna see a lot more of this now, really fighting to get those hands in here. Guys, I know that Luis Arias does it, and I know that you see big league guys do it online, but be very careful with this setup. This is one that will cause young players to start pulling their hands in and get themselves in a really bad situation. I would not recommend this setup where it's inside and deep for young players, okay? Have young players move that out there. Learn to stay behind the ball and drive the ball here on that inside, not fighting off and getting inside there, okay? The number one thing to remember on the tee, the ball is not moving. You should not be rushing, okay? I tell my players this all the time. Your intensity should match ball speed. So when the ball is not moving on the tee, we should be nice and controlled, Very rhythmic, very repeatable, okay? Do not get in a rush. What are you rushing for? The ball's not moving, okay? So be good on the tee. 8 out of 10 line drives is what I recommend for youth players. And what I mean by that is if we set that tee middle, okay, they get hit 8 out of 10 line drives to the back net. You get up into the high school level and definitely into college, you better be 10 of 10, okay? Be able to just rope line drives off a tee pretty much at will. But learn to use the tee properly. I have a couple other videos on my channel relating to this, talking about contact points and that kind of thing. But the main objective, line drives, repeatability, and understand what you are working on and set the tee up accordingly. So I hope that information helps. The tee is extremely important. Don't disregard it. Take your tee work seriously. Until next time, y'all be good.